Top 5 apps to build a no-code app. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you 5 different applications which you can use to create an application without needing to know how to code or without coding whatsoever. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So the first application we have for you is called bubble.io, and this is a pretty amazing application. What it does is basically a drag and drop tool that can help you to create an application in a matter of minutes, and it's completely free, and you can get started by simply clicking on the get started button over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to sign up. So just simply click on this button and it will show you this sign up page where you just simply have to enter in your email address, your password, or you can just simply sign up with Google. Now I'm gonna go ahead and sign up with Google because it's faster and it's easy and it's simple, and I will catch you guys in a little bit. And once you have signed up, you're going to be having this dashboard in front of you, and over here you can go ahead and start using this application. Now I've already used it in the past, that's why it didn't ask me any questions, but for you, if it's your first time, they'll ask you a couple of different questions so that they can get a better understanding and a better idea of what you're looking for, and that way they can set everything up. So first things first, as you can see, we have our lessons over here so that you guys can understand how it basically works. But if you don't want to skip through it, it's very easy. So simply just go to menu over here and click on my apps, and it'll show you a list of all the apps that you've created. But since I haven't created an app, let's go ahead and click on create a new app, and over here you can go ahead and add a name of the application, the kinds of app are you building, and the detail of what you're building, what is your goal, and if it is customer or facing or internal, whatever it is, you can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose a template over here. As you can see, we also have this option where we can choose a template, so we can go ahead and click on template, and it will take us to the template market where we can go ahead and choose. So let's go ahead and search for a template fashion related, and over here we have our usage, our categories are over here, and our name. So these are all the applications that we can see. So let's go ahead and choose this one over here. So if I click on this one, I can preview it and I have details. So let's go ahead and click on details and see what it looks like and whether we can use this template or not. Now this template is free. There might be other templates which aren't free, so we're just simply going to use this one for now. Go to my apps, and over here, as you can see, we have our template over here. Let's go ahead and name this template. We're going to call it daily fashion, and our goal is going to be an online store. It's external or customer facing, internal or it's external, just playing around. And once we've done that, simply click on create a new application. Oops, the name has already been taken. We'll go with 2.0. Click on create a new application, lowercase. Okay, so we'll just go with lowercase letters, create a new app. Wait a couple of seconds for it to load up, and there we go. You can go ahead and use the assistant if you want, but if not, you can go ahead and do whatever you feel like it. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, next step. Now we can go ahead and get started. So over here, as you can see, this is how it looks like. So it's created a template for us. I'm using a template because I don't have enough time to create one, but actually it's very, very simple. You can do this however you like it. So over here, this is going to be your main application. So you can go ahead and preview the app by clicking on the preview button. So if I click on the preview button, it'll take us over to this website where we can preview our app. So this is how it's going to look like over here. As you can see, this is pretty amazing. It's pretty simple. And I know you guys might think that it's not as simple as I say it, but it actually is. So over here on the left side, you can see you have all these different app options over here. So you have all these different text elements, you have buttons, icons, links, image, alerts, HTML, maps, or whatever. All you have to do is simply drag them and drop them wherever you feel like it, and then you can go ahead and edit them. Very simple. And then what's next is you have your workflow over here. So basically, if all the buttons and all over here, as you can see, you have your see all, you have your purchase buttons. You can go ahead and add them over here, and what it'll do is you can just, if you click on it, you can add a action to it. So for example, let's just go over here. As you can see, this product over here. So what I would do is, once I've added this product, I'll go over to workflow, and over here, if this is the product, then as you can see, I've added these it's added all its for it. All I have to do is just simply click here and add an action. Over here we have all these actions over here. So we have accounts, we have navigations, email, payments, and stuff like that. We can go ahead and add those over here, and that way what it'll do is it'll automatically set that up for us. It'll do all the coding for them. And what happens is whenever someone, clicks on this image or this, product over here, as you can see, it'll take them over to the buy page where you will have set it up, everything. So it's very simple, it's very easy. Just simply drag them over here and then drop them, and then you can, in the workflow, just add your call to actions and you're basically done. After that, you have your databases, you have your styles, you have your plugins if you have added them, and that's basically it. This is how it's basically done. All the applications that I'm going to be showing you on this video, they're basically the same thing. It's a simple drag and drop. You don't have to do any coding. Now, this is a more advanced type of app builder because it involves a little bit of hectic work, but that's because if it didn't, then your application wouldn't be as robust or good looking if it didn't had that level of difficulty. But it's completely beginner friendly as well. You don't even have to worry about it. And as I said before, on this application over here, as you can see, if you don't know what you're doing, they have this lessons. They're like 4 minutes long or 5 minutes depending upon their difficulty. You can go ahead and use these lessons, and then you can learn how to build an application for yourself from scratch. If you're really serious about it, then you can go ahead and use this application. It's one of the best ones out there, and I highly recommend it. And it's very, very good, and it's completely free as well. So once you've done that, all you have to do is just simply click on development, and over here you can create a save point or develop the current version to live version. And once it's live, you can go ahead and publish the application and people can start using it. So that's it for bubble.io. The next one that we have is a little bit more simpler and less creative. It's called adelo.com. Now this is also a pretty amazing tool. It's also very free and it's very simple as well. So over here, as you can see, you have your drag and drop tools. It's similar to bubble.io, but in terms of difficulty, it's a little step down. So instead of using using all these different options like workflow, databases, you don't have to do that in adelo.com. You just simply have to drag and drop them and customize them however you feel like it. And as I said before, it's completely free. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign in and show you how it looks like. So this is how it's going to look like once you have signed up. And as you can see, I've already created one, but for you, it might be a little different. You'll have to answer the questions and stuff like that, as I said before. So, and this is how it's going to look like. You're going to have pages. You can create your pages by over here. You can add different screens over here. You can have like a form or a buttons tab or form page or app bar, however you feel like it. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and add these elements over here as well. So in components, so you have your forms, you have your lists, you have your sign up page, and it's very, very easy. So over here, as I said before, it's just simple drag and drop. So if I came over here into the navigations bar or over here in the list or in the form section over here, you can see we have all these different forms, and all I have to do is just simply, click on them and then, just put them wherever I feel like it. It's very simple. So if I wanted a form over here, just drag them over here and then you can add them as well. So it's very simple. It's very easy. They also have the database, but you don't have to, do any integrations with that as well. So it's very simple. And then you have your branding with which you can change the color and the overall theme of your application. It's much more easier than bubble.io, and it's very, very simple. It's much more simpler. You don't have to have a workflow. You just simply have to add them and choose however you feel like it or overall theme of your application. This is a pretty amazing app. The next application that I have for you guys is Appipi. Now this is very, very beginner friendly. It has no difficulty whatsoever. It takes you like a minute. So let me just go ahead and get started and I'll show you. Just simply enter in your brand name. So let's say Daily Fashion. We'll just go ahead and click on next, and others, we'll just choose the overall theme of it, Carbon Mist, choose the device which we want to test our app on, and you're basically good to go. Over here you'll get a preview of your application on how it looks like. You have your buttons, you have your lists, you have your diamonds or whatever. So over here, as you can see, you have your forms, you have your fixed matrix images, however you feel like. You have your layout as well. So I go back over here, just simply click on it and you can just go ahead and start working on it. So over here you have your overall layout. So this is how it's going to look like. So you have your about section, your appointments, photos, contacts, and website. This is basically how it looks like. So with whatever one you choose, so if I choose the slideshow, this is how it's going to look like, and people can actually, you know, interact with them and it'll show them that page or whatever. And as I said, it's completely beginner friendly, but because it's so easy, it doesn't give you a lot of, you know, flexibility and a lot of customization option. It's very simple. It does give you, however, these options where which you can like edit the background, change the name, edit the icon, texts, and stuff like that. But overall, it's the same for every application. Then just simply click on save and continue, and you're good to go. The other application that I have for you guys, the fourth application, is called Buildfire, and it's also free, and you can go ahead and start using it. So let me just go ahead and click on build an app over here and show you how it works. It's also pretty fun and it's also very easy. So over here, I want to build an app for me. I want to build it for myself. So you get your two options here. They will build an app for you, and over here you will build an app for yourself. So let's go ahead and click on build it myself. This is going to be the sign up page where you just, and over here you just start to, you know, designing your app. So over here, these are some of the templates that you can choose from. So they also have this blank template that you can go ahead and edit if you want to. So if I click on this one, it basically shows me over here the template in the preview section, and we can go ahead and start using that as well. So just simply click on start with this template, and over here you can add in your name, you can add in your banner, first name, last name, and all of the other stuff, and you can get started. So let me just go ahead and do that, and I'll catch you guys in a little bit. So for some reason I couldn't, you know, work with that template, but this one is working fine. So over here you can describe which you know, one of these things describe your application best. So I'm going to go with internal business, click on finish, and then you will be redirected to the control panel where you can start editing your template or your application however you want it. You have all your options over here on the left side. You have your home screen, you have your app components, design elements. It's a little bit more tricky, but compared to the previous application, like it's a little bit more tricky, but compared to, you know, bubble.io, it's much more easier and it's much more fluent as well. So over here you can choose whichever one you want. So you have your home screen over here, and you have your content over here. You have all the things that you want. So as you can see, you have your options, you have your layout, as where here you can add in new levels or add in action. Over here you can go ahead and edit these one out or delete them entirely. So I want to delete the agenda over here. So once I delete it, it's gonna go away from the preview over here. So it's pretty fun. It's really simple and it's really easy to use. You have your design elements, you have your components over here. So you have your features, marketplace, side menus, navigation bar, intro screen. You can add all of these if you want to. So it's really fun. It's really easy using Buildfire. And the final application that I have for you guys is AppSheet. As I said before, it's no code needed, it's agile, and it's powerful, as it says over here, and it's completely free, and it's very easy to use. So let me just go ahead and show you how it works. Let me just go ahead and start for free. Now, one thing that I have to tell you guys is that AppSheet, now this is basically an application for your sheets, so it's not like any other template, any other thing. So let me just go ahead and start with the template, and over here we have a couple of different things. So it's basically surveys, incident reports, or simple inventory. It's like those kind of applications. It's not like fashion related, or you can't create a custom application if you want to. For those, you have to choose the other templates that I showed you, or the other applications or websites that I've shown. So let's go with marketing project over here, and it'll set up everything, and it's very simple. As I said before, by this point you would have already guessed how to, you know, how this type of websites work. So I don't really need to tell you guys anything more. So let's wait a couple of seconds for it to load up and show you how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. So let's go ahead and customize this application. Your market plan over here, you can go ahead and add all of these things. So you have your storage, security, social, scale, localization, documentation, all of that. You have your, you know, community over here with which you can learn how to build an application yourself. So you have your info, data, UX, however you feel like it. And over here on the left side, over here on the right side, you have your preview. So it's very simple. It's like a worksheet. It's not anything else. So you have your brands over here. Over here you can, change the logo, the overall launch icon, the theme if you want to. You have your format rules, you have your other options over here, and you have your localizations over here. So it's very simple, it's very easy to use. In terms of difficulty, I would say this one comes near bubble.io, but it all depends upon you. So these were the 5 apps that I wanted to show you guys in this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and make sure to hit the like, subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And having said that, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.